New details are emerging on the sexual assault charges against Canadian billionaire Frank Stronach. The 91-year-old has been charged with sexual assault against 3 women. And according to court documents obtained by CBC News, the most recent accusation dates back to 2023. Sarah Galashan is following this story for us. So, Sarah, what more can you tell us, from these court documents?
Well, Jacqueline, as you said, I mean, the key thing here is that we now know that there are 3 alleged victims. He was arrested back on June 7th, arrested, charged, and released. He's not going to be appearing in court until July 8th, but CBC has obtained these court documents, so we have shed some more light now on exactly what the charges are here. And in one case, it goes back to July 1980. He's accused of rape and indecent assault, and those terms used because that's prior to the criminal code being changed. The second alleged victim dates back to February 1986, and that's for sexual assault and a forcible confinement of, as I say, a second woman. The accusations from the third woman have led to the charge of sexual assault, and that goes back just to last year, April 2023. Frank Stronach, it's now 2024. He's now 91 years old. His residence is listed as Aurora, and that last charge I mentioned, it is listed as having occurred in Aurora or elsewhere in Ontario. Now, as per the court process, as they say, he's been charged, he has been released and will appear later in court. But per that court process, he has been told that he is not to change his address without notifying police. He has had to hand over a passport and as well as to have no contact with any of these alleged victims. Jacqueline?
What have you heard from Stronach in reaction to this, or from some of the companies that he's been involved with over the years?
So Frank Stronach is speaking through his lawyer and importantly has issued a statement. And that statement reads essentially that he categorically denies the allegation of impropriety that's being brought against him. He, as you mentioned, I mean, he's a renowned billionaire businessman who's been celebrated with the Order of Canada, the Canadian Hall of Fame for Business. Have celebrated him as well. There are 3 major companies here. The key one being the auto parts giant Magna International. They've issued a statement saying that he's had no association with them since 2010. There's also the Stronach Group. Now, it is now run by his daughter, Belinda, but similarly, they have issued a statement saying that they've had no involvement with him for years. In 2018, he did start another company, Stronach International, with a focus on organic agriculture and zero emission transportation. We've requested a comment from them. They have not yet responded. In addition to the ways he has been honored with multiple honorary degrees and doctorates from universities in Canada, around the world as well. There's one, Laurentian University, that we have spoken to in Sudbury, Ontario. They say they're monitoring this situation quite closely. They want to ensure that any recipients of honorary degrees from that university are in line with their values, both before they receive that degree and then also afterward. Jacqueline?
Okay. Sarah, thanks so much for the latest. That's the CBC's Sarah Galashan.